The fundamental architecture of the periodic table relies on the phenomenon of sublevel splitting. We observe a strict filling order, where s orbitals fill before p and p orbitals fill before d. The classical explanation for this splitting is the penetration effect. This model suggests that s electrons possess inner radial lobes that allow them to bypass inner shells and approach the nucleus directly. Textbooks explicitly link this physical penetration to a higher effective nuclear charge. As shown here, the standard model dictates that penetrating power follows a strict sequence from S down to F. This model concludes that a greater nuclear attraction results in a lower, more stable energy state for the penetrating orbital. In this framework, maximizing nuclear attraction is presented as the primary driver of electron stability. However, this logic faces a severe contradiction. If a 2s electron penetrates the 1s shell to approach the positive nucleus, it must simultaneously move closer to the negative core electrons. We have to consider the competing terms of the system's Hamiltonian, the electron-nucleus attraction against the electron-electron repulsion. This creates a physical paradox. To maximize its attraction to the center, the electron must exponentially increase its repulsion with the core. If attraction were the only deciding factor, it is unclear why an electron would adopt a geometry that subjects it to such extreme repulsive forces. The concept of effective nuclear charge functions as a mathematical convenience. It effectively obscures the physical variables that actually determine orbital stability. To understand the system, we must look at the wave function probability density. For an s orbital, this value is mathematically highest at the exact center of the nucleus. However, density at a single point does not dictate where an electron is likely to be found in three-dimensional space. Finding the actual probability requires integrating over a spherical volume. This involves looking at a hollow spherical shell defined by a radius r and a thickness dr. As the radius increases, the volume of this spherical shell grows exponentially. We define the radial distribution function by multiplying the decaying wave density by this growing shell volume. This mathematical product forces the highest probability of finding the electron outward, away from the nucleus. The actual location of an electron is dictated by the scaling of available geometric space, which overrides the density peak at the nucleus. This distribution is shaped by radial nodes, regions of zero probability governed by the formula n-l-1. Within the third shell, the 3s orbital has two nodes, 3p has 1 and 3d has 0. These node counts are reflected in the radial distribution functions. We can see the resulting inner peaks for the 3s and 3p orbitals. These small inner probability peaks are the literal manifestation of what the textbooks call penetration. While these peaks exist, they represent only a minority fraction of the orbital's total probability distribution. Essentially, radial nodes force a wave function to distribute its probability across multiple separated distances from the nucleus. If we look at the second shell, we can compare the 2s and 2p orbitals directly. Because the 2p orbital has 0 radial nodes, its entire probability is confined to a single narrow shell. If we ignore the minor inner lobe of the 2s and compare the primary peaks, we see that the 2p peak is closer to the nucleus than the outer 2s peak. This means the bulk of the 2s electron density is physically further away from the 1s core than the 2p density is. The quantitative Hamiltonian proof confirms the impact. Concentrated 2p repulsion costs 1.47 atomic units, while the more diffuse 2s repulsion is significantly lower at 1.13. The 2s orbital is more stable because its radial node spreads its density outward, minimizing the energy cost of electron-electron repulsion. To reconcile this with standard math, we look to Slater's rules and the equation for effective nuclear charge. The shielding constant S is a mathematical proxy for the electron-electron repulsion terms within the Hamiltonian. This explains the anomaly of why potassium fills the 4s orbital before the 3d. Note how the densely packed 3s and 3p core shells overlap with the 3d curve. Although the 3d orbital is on average closer to the nucleus, it suffers a massive energetic penalty because it occupies the same radial space as the filled core. By contrast, the 4s orbital uses its multiple radial nodes to extend its primary density far beyond this repulsive crossfire. A higher effective nuclear charge does not necessarily mean the nucleus is pulling harder. It means the electron has successfully negotiated a crowded environment by adopting a diffuse geometry. The flaw in the traditional model is prioritizing the attraction of a single point charge, while ignoring the complex repulsion of the multi-electron cloud. Penetration is a geometric consequence, not a targeted drive toward the nucleus. It's a wave restructuring its geometry to survive repulsive inner forces. The architecture of the periodic table is fundamentally a map of spatial compromise. Electrons do not dive toward the core to seek the nucleus. They spread outward to survive each other.